Set Piece Podcast.
Hi, I'm Miles Weston,
And I'm Kerry Phillips,
and this is the Set Piece Podcast.
where we talk about everything to do with football, mental health, and well-being. Listen. Right. So let me give you a little backstory. Like the first time I actually the first time I saw this gentleman, right? I was on Instagram and I was just chilling, scrolling on Instagram. And then all of a sudden I come across a page, right, where this individual flicks the ball mad over this brother's head, yeah, on a five-a-side pitch, yeah, and then so subtly just side foots it into the corner. And I was like, who the hell is that? Yeah. And I saw it floating around for a while. And then all of a sudden, like, I was obviously watching what the SC Dons are doing. I was like, hold on a second. Ain't that? I took myself down to the fives because I needed to meet this brother. And then I was like, no, why did he play football? And then I read, okay, he does play football. So Montel, what's going on, my bro?
What's going on, man? What's going on?
How are you?
I'm good, man. Well, thanks. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. How's your week been so far?
Yeah, it's been good, man. Been steady.
Yeah?
Just standard work, football, gym.
Yeah?
Yeah, man.
We're going to get into it. Obviously, you guys know each other because you
Yeah,
can
of
see
course,
it.
man.
This is when it gets to me. I'm just going to sit back. I'm going to let the footballers speak. I'm going to let the footballers do the talking. So talk to us. We'll go straight into it. So in terms of football, right? So what age did it start for you?
Started around the ages of 6.
Yeah?
Yeah, just playing grassroots. And then obviously from that, playing grassroots until age 13, where I went into professional academy in Millwall for a year. And then after Millwall, signed for Leyton Orient.
Okay.
Until 21.
Right.
Yeah.
So when you say grassroots, who's your first team that you played for?
A team called Griffin Sports.
Oh my days,
Yeah.
Griffin Sport.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, yeah? Did they used to have a pitch, or did they play their home grounds in Rotherhithe?
Yeah.
It was Rotherhithe.
That's where I
innit?
live, yeah. That's where I live.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Because my boys used to play for Griffin Sport. They were, but they might have been a couple years older than you. So I wonder if you know them. Louis Bejoux, Jake. You
Probably by face.
Probably by face,
Yeah.
yeah. But I remember Griffin Sport.
It was a popular team.
Yeah, Griffin Sport. Okay, so that's where it started.
That's where it started.
Okay, and have you always been centre mid?
Yeah, to be fair, I've always been a midfielder.
Okay.
A bit jinky, innit?
And then from Griffin Sport, how old? What time would you? What age were you at that?
How old was I there? Probably 8 maybe.
Okay.
Because then I had a short spell at Arsenal as well when I was 9
Okay.
for a few months. And then Griffin, and then what other team did I play for? Junior Reds.
Oh yeah.
Junior Reds, VCD, and Bethwyn.
Right.
And if you know Bethwyn, they're based in Campbell,
Okay.
Burgess Park. A lot of players have played for Bethwyn. And then obviously from Bethwyn, VCD, and then that's when I went into Millwall. That's when I got scouted to play for Millwall.
And what age was that?
13, 12,
Okay.
12, 13.
Yeah.
I was at the start of secondary school.
What was the transition like going from grassroots to now going into that? If you can remember.
The thing I can remember most was the demand on the body. The change, it becomes more structured.
Yeah.
As well. The intensity is different. With grassroots, it's more like a free play kind of thing. Just enjoying with your friends. It's you can try new things.
Yeah.
Without any pressure, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And obviously the transition going into an academy, everything is different. You're being coached by different licensed coach, people that know what they're talking about, better players around you. So in some sense, obviously, me being as talented as I was, going into an environment where there's other people who are equal, made me play better.
Yeah.
Brought out some of my qualities a bit more.
Yeah.
So I would just say it was a bit more demanding on the body.
Yeah.
And the standard was a bit better, so you could just tell the difference in that sense.
Did it ever scare you in terms of seeing people that are now technically the same kind of you, or maybe
even
similar?
still, I felt like I was still better than the players there, if I'm being honest. Because I feel like I'm someone who's quite technically gifted anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't think I was scared. I was just scared of not making it. That makes sense, because that was obviously my plan.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm playing football, I want to go all the way to the top in it. So I think that was what scared me the most. In the fact that if I don't get to the top, if that makes sense, that was me.
You said something as well. In the transition from going from Sunday League into the academy, I think people don't understand. You see, when you're Sunday League, it's one training session and one match.
That's it.
You see, when you go into the academy, it could be 3 training sessions and one match.
Right, yeah.
So you might be training Monday, Wednesday, Friday, playing on to the intensity and the transition of doing that is tough. Do you get what I mean?
Plus doing school.
And doing school.
It's mad because even like as you get older, there's something called day release.
Yeah.
So you miss school for a day or two to train.
Yeah.
So now you're training more. They're preparing you for your scholar, your YT,
scholar,
innit?
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. The transition is like it's a lot.
So and sorry, I'm gonna sound naive here. What actually is day release? So you get
basically it's like you might go school half day and then go and train.
Yeah.
For
the school allow you to do that.
Yeah.
Some schools. So me, like it was like my head teacher didn't allow me, but I had to like one of the teachers that was my guy. He used to say that I'm going to hospital or like a doctor's appointment, so he would let me go and train.
Right.
I wasn't always allowed to go.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had day release as well, so I would be allowed to leave early. I think the last 2 periods I could go and train. Yeah.
So let me ask you just quickly, like, what was that like? Because like, you know, like
It's a flex.
yeah, you know what I mean? Like that's what, because when you're younger, you're like, yeah, I've got to leave because I just got to go training.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It felt good.
Yeah.
It felt good.
At what age would you say, quite difficult, what age would you say you kind of said, you know what, right? Because you said you had a fear of not making it.
Okay.
What age did you get to a point where it's like, you know what, right? I've got a chance of actually really being a professional here.
I think it was when I signed for Leyton Orient and then I got my scholar.
Yeah.
I think that was the start of me realizing like, cool, like now I'm going to be training every day.
Mm-hmm.
That's when obviously you start getting paid.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you're one step closer.
Yeah.
And in that time, like I put so much like effort into training, like outside of even training. And I thought to myself, obviously I'm just going to give everything. So I live with no regrets kind of thing. And then obviously during that time, I was like, even in my first year, I was training with the first team.
Right.
So scholar, first year scholar?
Yeah.
Oh,
so I'm training with the first team. And I'm like, okay, cool. This doesn't seem as far as I thought it would be. And then obviously like even my manager used to say to me, like, I've come in at such a level that he doesn't know how much more I can improve at that time. Because I've come in at such a high level. You know, you get players who are not as technically good, but they've got other attributes that they can work on. They're looking at them thinking that you can improve. But when someone is like gifted, sometimes it's detrimental because they're thinking, okay, cool, what next? Like, how can we develop you whilst you're in the building kind of thing? You can always improve, but I think that was always my downfall. But then obviously training with the first team and always being the first to be chosen to train with the first team, I thought, okay, cool, like I've got a chance. And obviously I made my debut as well. So then from there, it's like, how do I maintain this level?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
So talk to us about Leyton. Like, what was that like? What was the club environment like? How did you enjoy
it was like mixed, if I'm being honest, because so when I did obviously start training with the first team, that was under a manager called Russell Slade.
Yeah, I know Russell Slade.
You know him, yeah. It was a good environment because we nearly got promoted to the championship at that time. It was League One.
Okay.
I didn't play in that season, but I was involved, like training, traveling with the first team and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then the next season, I think Russell Slade got sacked, and that's when the Italians took over.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, I remember.
It was toxic.
Wait, before was that the League One season where you had Lisby and
Coxey,
and who's the
Jay Simpson, Joby McAnuff.
That League One season? Yeah, that team was crazy.
Team was mad.
I'm serious. Not gonna lie, like that.
We got relegated.
Excuse me?
No, I'm talking about the one you got into the playoffs.
Oh, no.
Russell Slade.
No, that wasn't the same. That was, I think, no, it wasn't the same.
No, it wasn't.
I'm not
when you got into the playoff final, that one.
That was the season before. That's when I was the first year.
Oh, okay.
That's when I was the first year. My second year we got relegated.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Okay.
Now,
that's when he signed like Jay Simpson, Joby McAnuff.
Yeah, okay.
All them, man. But
yeah,
the season you're talking about was with Moses or the Badger.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. Okay,
With
okay.
them, man, yeah. But Dean Cox and Lisby were still there.
Yeah, still there. Okay.
But
Yeah.
you had a
Team
team
was
that got
cold, though.
relegated.
Team was mad.
Team was still mad.
Team was mad.
But got relegated.
Because, bro, we had like five different managers over one season. 5 different Italian managers, bro.
But think about this, yeah. I always say this. You see this even now. If you get to the playoff final, and don't go up,
it's mad.
Do you know
I'm
what?
telling you, in any league, it's a madness.
Yeah.
Only the strong ones can get back there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So they got to the final, and really, I think I watched that game. They should have won the
2-0
final.
bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
2-0
In the
up.
final.
Yeah.
2-0
So
up.
the next season, obviously, you're thinking, wow, we just got this close and didn't get promoted. You know what happens?
Because why is that? Because I remember there was a time where like it was Bristol City that were always on the brink of trying to get promoted, and they was in the playoffs and everything like that. But now I look at Bristol City, I'm just like, I don't like.
Trust me, you might get that one chance.
Yeah,
you
you'd
know?
think that
If you
Football
don't,
was a mad game,
it's
bro.
mad, bro.
It's a mad game.
It's crazy.
Fine lines.
Yeah, this is
Very
it.
fine lines.
Think about it. You getting that close, it's like when we got promoted. When I got promoted with Bromley, Solihull, they got to the final, playoff final, and to the FA Trophy final. Lost both.
Yeah, I remember that.
Do you know what I mean? But following season, there was nowhere near it because that was the chance. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta take it when you have it still.
That was they went to Wembley within 2 weeks, lost twice. You think they're going back next year? No way.
So then, how did that affect you with all of the different managers coming? Because, correct me if I'm wrong, are you having to prove yourself to every single manager that comes?
I was always in like the golden group in my age because I was still a second year scholar, so I was still training with them. But there were some managers that like they rated me but didn't push me. But then I had one manager called Fabio Liverani.
Okay,
he come from Italy somewhere. And he used to be a pro as well. That's the guy that gave me my debut. So that's when I was heavily involved because he was the one that saw my ability and he pushed me kind of thing.
Yeah.
Then obviously he got sacked. And then that's when it became a bit more hard, a lot harder.
Right. So what was the best route for you to get out of that environment? Because I've got here now. So between that time, you went on loan to Grays?
Yeah. So that was, I went on loan to Grays in my next year.
Okay.
So when it came to the time of pro decisions, because we had got relegated, that all the boys that were in the golden group got third year scholars. So that was basically our 1 year pro because they couldn't pay us the amount of money that.
Wow. And that can be done.
Yep.
That's why in academies you should always aim to play for the top ones because from there you come down to that level. But when you're there, like.
It's as I said, they say they give third years if they're not sure, if they're undecided.
Yeah.
Right.
But
okay.
That's the case sometimes, but the case
in this case it was money wise.
Money because they can't obviously remember if you give a pro to someone, there's a minimum you have to pay. So that's
but at that time it wasn't even money. It was like what £250 a week, like £300 a week. I was getting what as a third year scholar £175 a week from 81.
Right.
Wow,
that's peanuts.
But in their head, they're saving money in it. That's why they do it.
That's mad. So you left Leyton Orient. So what was the next club that you signed for, like as your club? Was it Fisher?
No, so that I didn't sign. I just because Fisher's is right behind my house.
Yeah,
and my brother was playing that at the time. My older brother. So I just thought like I've always been someone that just wants to play, regardless of level. Or like I'm just gonna get some games in it.
Yeah,
I mean I knew I would only be there for like 2 games or whatever, just to get fitness. I think after Fisher, where did I go?
I got Malden and Tiptree.
Malden and Tiptree. So Malden and Tiptree had a link with Colchester.
Yeah.
So I was training with the 21s
at Colchester
every day and playing for Malden. So it's almost like I'm signed for Colchester and on loan.
Yeah.
So I got the best of both. That was in the deal.
Yeah.
And that was a very good year as well because obviously I'm training with the academy.
Yeah.
And playing games. So it's like I'm still in the window of potentially signing for Colchester.
Yeah.
And playing men's football. So I'm getting both experiences.
Yeah.
But obviously that didn't come to fruition. I tried.
Yeah.
And then from there, where did I go?
East Thurrock.
Right. East Thurrock. That was in the Conference South. And that was probably my best season I've had in the league. I scored like 13 goals.
Sick.
Yeah. And I didn't even get a move.
Didn't
21.
What was the environment like there then? What was different
What do you mean?
in terms of like with regards to the other clubs that you were at? Like this one here, you said you scored 13 goals.
And,
Was it
I think I've come to East Thurrock with all the experiences that I've had,
right?
and thought, this is my chance.
Yeah,
Like I'm gonna work again. I'm gonna work hard and I'm gonna try and take it. 'Cause obviously, at Malden I was full time training with Coach Star, so I thought to myself, I'm not gonna get a job. I'm just gonna train. Well, we train twice a week, and just dedicate everything to this year, and hopefully it comes to something.
Yeah.
But I realized in that time as well, like without a routine or anything, you're not getting the best out of any situation. So it was tough.
Yeah.
But I did do well. But then nothing really came from that season.
I've got a question. So how did you find it from going full time to part time?
In the beginning, I loved it because I had a lot of time to myself.
Yeah.
But in the long run, in the grand scheme of things, it got to a stage where like I kind of lost myself a little bit because all I was doing was just waking up, training, but it's not the same as going to train with a team.
Yeah.
Training with yourself, it's not as effective.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's no real routine.
Yeah.
At least when I was at Colchester, I know that cool. Like I'm going in the morning, there's breakfast, lunch.
You're in the environment.
I'm in the environment.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying? And it's easy to develop
Yeah.
in there. When you're doing it by yourself, the beginning was calm. But then let's say, for example, you hit a stint where you're not playing in that team, it can get dark and it's like, you're not even training anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, yard fam, just
And
waiting to train in the morning. But it's not the same.
do you know why I said that? Because obviously I've got a couple teammates that's young as well that just come out of the pro game, and I give them that advice as well. Say, listen, don't confine to this setup. You know,
Bro,
you're used to
that's the reality.
You're used to a full-time setup.
Yeah, 100%.
Don't start thinking 2 days a week is normal.
It's not. It's not.
Don't do that. Be a full-time player. Be a full-time player, and you just playing at a part-time club. Because as soon as you like conform to that part-time life,
Your body changes.
it's hard to get out of it.
And I think I regret like not just training with a team every day. Maybe just going into an academy and training or like team. Obviously, it'll be hard to because you need links or whatever. But I think that would have helped me because coming out of full-time football, going into part-time, your sharpness levels go low.
Yeah.
I lost so much sharpness. Like I felt different.
Yeah.
Because training full-time, you just feel like you can just dribble past anyone. But when you are not training every day, your body changes.
If you put it this way, think about it.
You would know anyway.
If you're playing full-time, that's 4 training sessions usually and 1 game, yeah? If you all of a sudden take 2 days away from that, how much less football are you playing?
You're not playing as much
In a
football.
season. In a season.
crazy.
When you add it all up, you're losing so much football.
Training,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's how I look at it.
And it's a time that you're training. You're training in the morning. So that's probably the best time to train anyway.
Yeah.
Non-league, you're training in the evening. You're tired. You know what I'm saying your body's not adapting in the same way.
course, innit?
So
It's evening.
that's why like a lot of players maybe a part-time get injured, all these things if you're not taking care of your body because you're just
it's important.
training. What some clubs train at 8 p.m.
Yeah.
till 10. Well, how much sleep are you getting?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying your
Because
body's
it's
not
still wired,
recovering.
innit?
It's crazy.
And remember, part-time people working as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So some people work all day, then have to go training. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's tough. That is tough to
Taxing
do.
on the body.
It's very tough to do.
At the time, people were telling me to get a job as well. But I wasn't listening. I was thinking, if I have a plan B, it means I'm planning to fail.
Right.
So I'm putting all eggs in my one basket.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't regret it because I know that I tried my best at that point. But at the same time, I feel like having a plan B is 100% vital. Football's not forever anyway.
Yeah.
At that age, you're thinking you're going to go to the top. But at Leyton Orient, being a professional, like if you even make it at that level, you still might have to work afterwards.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Most footballers have to work after.
Bro.
Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying?
But we wasn't taught that
No.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
to the extent that we should have been.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But we're not, we're not, I believe we're not taught that on purpose.
Okay.
Yeah, because they want you to ride the wave, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm
That's why
saying?
they kind of say eat, sleep, football.
Yeah, but I don't believe that.
Yeah.
I don't believe you should do that. I mean, maybe when you're younger, I think you should.
When you get to a certain age, you start thinking about other things.
Yeah, when you start, when your responsibilities change and you have a family and stuff like that, you have to think differently. You can't think the same way. You got to provide. You got to pay for your mortgage. You got to pay. You got to provide for your wife, your kids. Do you know what I mean? So
some obviously footballers are smarter than others. So the money they do make, they invest it, and they do well with it. Some they're in the clubs.
Yeah.
They're wasting their money on stupid things, and I've literally seen these things happen even in my friends or people that I know.
Yeah, you
can be here and be there.
Yeah,
in the same
100%.
Yeah,
time, bro.
So you, when you got to 2018, we've got this kind of that steady period where you're settled with one club for 3 years. So that's Welling United.
Yep.
And how was that at that club?
So from East Thurrock, obviously,
It's Wealdstone for...
I signed for Wealdstone. That was the move.
Right.
That I got. Well, I wouldn't say it was a sideways. It's a better club, but like still in the same league. But I actually... So in that moment, obviously, I told you that I didn't have a job. So I was thinking about what I could do differently. And obviously, I had a passion for property. Because I know that that's something that if you build a portfolio or profile, you can do well in that stuff. But obviously, you need capital with that as well. So I was just being ambitious anyway, just thinking to do something. I was 21, just thinking outside the box. So I got into estate agency just to get into a job that made me understand what property is like. I didn't really understand what estate agency was. But I got into it and I didn't really like it. So even with that, the hours are crazy. It's like 8 to 6. I didn't realize that you have to dedicate yourself to that sort of job, selling and renting houses. So I was always late for training at Wealdstone. So I was there for like 4 weeks and the manager released me.
Right, okay.
Because obviously I wasn't.
Wealdstone's far, bro.
Far, bro.
It's far. Yeah.
Where is Wealdstone?
Like, it's like, is it West London? Yeah, the other side.
Other side, yeah.
From us, it's far. It's far.
So
trust me.
After 4 weeks, didn't even complete pre-season. Manager let me go, and then Eze, my friend Eze, who was at QPR at the time, at Golden Boy, he actually got me a trial with QPR.
Okay.
And obviously, because we play goals all the time, and he obviously rates man, so he said, "No, like I'm gonna try and actually bring you and see how that goes out." And obviously, I was there like QPR for like 3 months.
Okay.
And it looked like things were like gonna come to fruition or whatever. And then the first team at the time, they weren't doing well.
Right. Okay.
So I went in there, but I smashed it, done well, and even like having conversations with like Chris Ramsey and Les Ferdinand, telling me like, we see you as a potential midfielder in this team, going to the first team and blah, blah, having conversations about going to digs and signing or whatever. So I'm thinking, this is my break.
Yeah.
And because the first team weren't doing great, they just said that we can't offer you nothing. So then that was another like setback. And then obviously in my time at QPR, we played against Welling. That was probably my best game that I played. Yeah. And obviously Steve King was the manager at the time. And obviously after that, I didn't get nothing at QPR. They just said, come and sign for Welling. And then, just there for 3 years.
Did you enjoy Welling?
The first year I did, because we had a good team. We even got to the playoff final.
Yeah.
We lost to Woking in that year. I was in and out, still young, but I did enjoy that first period. Then the other 2 years, I didn't really play much. I was hanging on to the level, because I didn't want to play below National South.
Yeah.
As a young boy, you're thinking,
I
don't want to go to Ryman Prem. Like, I was there when I was 18, playing for Grays.
Yeah.
So I wanted to stay at a certain level.
Yeah.
Probably wasted a lot of time.
Right.
Feeling sorry for myself a little bit. But I guess it's all an experience. But yeah, like, it was okay. I don't think Welling as a football club has been run correctly over the years, but it wasn't the worst. It was all right.
So how did you manage to maintain that level of being committed and being consistent when you said that obviously the first year was the good year, but then the other two doesn't seem like it was the best? I
think because I had the job. The job that I'm doing now.
Yeah. Okay.
So I work with, I'm a TA working with children with special needs.
Oh, I love that.
So with that job, it gave me a sense of routine.
Yeah.
So it was easier. Obviously, I'm getting paid as well.
Yeah.
From football and work. So it was easier to like get through it, if that makes sense.
Yeah. It's well, would you say that obviously you had different responsibilities? That's why kind of it wasn't just football. So you could.
I'm just losing out on money. Like, that you can get. I mean, it's not just one way of life. There's other things. Obviously, it's the real world now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, I've probably just realized that, and I'm seeing people around me, they're making money from football and work.
Yeah.
It's money you're earning like your full time anyway. So that's a massive privilege that people don't even they take for granted.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's
You know what I'm
true.
saying?
I agree.
So I feel like that's what helped me get through that kind of period. And I think even in that period, I kind of lost a lot of love for football. A lot of love, lost for football. So I just kind of sacked it off. I even put on a bit of weight. Like I just thought, yeah, man. Like, do you know what I mean? Whereas in that period, if I had a different mentality, I still feel like I shouldn't have got a job. I feel like after that QPR, I saw how close I was.
Yeah.
If I had maybe locked in for one more year,
Yeah.
You would have done.
I think maybe I would have got closer.
Yeah.
And how old was you when you was at Welling? Would you say
22?
22?
Just turned 22.
So still young.
Still young, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at that time, because like my footballing journey was so experienced, I'd already played a game in League One for Leyton Orient.
Yeah.
The age factor is like I'm older.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I played when I was 17, 18. I'm thinking that's when I was young. But now I'm 21, 22. I'm thinking, oh, like I'm old. But now I'm even 28. I'm still thinking I'm still young. But the mentality obviously changes
Different.
Of course.
with what you go through anyway.
Yeah, 100%.
22, I'm still a baby.
Yeah.
So if I still had that mentality, like I'm living at home, I don't have no responsibilities. What do I really have to pay for? Nothing. You know what I'm saying? I should have maybe, but this is life, innit?
Yeah.
So do you think when you got the job, you realised that's when you started to maybe fall out of love with
I think so, a little bit. Like I just thought, I've been trying so hard. I'm so close so many times. Because I've been on bare trials where they say the same thing. Like, we just can't offer you nothing, but we want you, but we can't offer you nothing. Just the same story.
Same story,
You know what I'm saying, so many clubs. So I'm thinking, what is it that is not clicking?
Yeah.
And then I think I just had enough.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And obviously, I don't think at the time I was mentally strong enough to just keep going and keep trying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I thought like I put so much effort into it and it's not working.
Right.
So I thought I still have football in the background. I still have the mentality that I want to make it, but I didn't really put 100%.
So is that why, like, whenever I've seen you like play with the Dons and stuff,
That's
like
why
that,
I went to the Dons. So there was even so even before that, like George, because obviously I know George. I was when I had my first loan at Grays, he was the keeper.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, and obviously I played with his cousin, you know, SK.
Yeah.
So SK was at Leyton Orient with me.
Yeah.
So that's how I know them and the family there. And obviously George used to always ask me, come play for the Dons, because I see it online.
Yeah.
But I was someone I didn't really want to be in front of the camera, and I felt like even if I did go into that would be detrimental for my actual football career, because it is reality. They're gonna think you're not serious, like some sort of gimmick or whatever.
Yeah.
So I just always used to palm it off, and then at that period when I was actually low, he just said, "Monts, just play one game. We just need you. We're short on players."
Yeah.
So I was like, cool, because it's George.
Yeah.
I'll do it. Then that one game I remember playing, I just felt like free, like this is free.
Yeah.
Sunday league playing with the man them.
Yeah.
It's the first time I actually felt like I'm enjoying myself.
Yeah.
4 years later, bro. Just been playing with them every Sunday.
Yeah.
It's funny you say that. I always say this, like the most enjoyment I've had is probably Sunday league.
Bro.
Yeah.
Play with your friends.
Crazy.
You can't or school football.
Yes,
School
you
football-
can't beat that, bro.
School football or Sunday league football is the most enjoyment you have. Because playing with your friends, trust
Bro,
me.
it's
Obviously, I can't relate. I've just always been playing school football or with
no, but it's
Bridget.
but like if you've been at a level,
Yeah.
the amount of pressure that you're under when you're playing like
Yeah.
at a respectable level,
You're always playing for something.
it's always
There's nothing. You either play for a position, you play for a contract, you play for 3 points. You're playing for something.
it changes when you're
Do you
in
know
that
what I mean?
bracket.
Like,
Obviously, he would know more than me, but it's just there's a lot more pressure on everything, like how well you're playing, your place in the team, just everything, man. It's a lot. So that me playing and not feeling any of that playing with my friends, I think that's what kind of brought that love back in that moment.
yeah.
I mean,
And that's such a beautiful thing to know. And this is what we talk about, like the power of football and the community that it brings, because you think to yourself that's something that you've been palming off for a while would be the thing that kind of sparks it and reignites it back again. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like in terms of the love that I've had for football and how low I was feeling at the time, it helped. But for my career, it didn't help.
Yeah, okay.
Because people I know viewed me differently. They thought I'd given up.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because like anyone playing Sunday League, you're not going to be deemed as someone that's serious. Do you know what I'm saying?
So it would never be seen, and I might be very naive to say, it would never be seen as like trying to make sure you're still in and around it.
Because you're not really allowed.
You're not allowed to play Sunday League.
Yeah, like if you're signed at a club, you can't really play Sunday League.
Yeah.
Oh, of course,
you know what I mean? So
I mean, some people might look at it like you're just having fun. It's not really nothing to do with anything to do with how high or how far he wants to go in football. But there's a lot of people that will look at it and think, nah, we don't want to indulge in that.
So how did you, for the want of a better words, I should say, like get away with it? Because you're still playing with you went to Margate, Billericay, but you're still playing.
I think it's because I'd managed myself very well.
Right.
So I was still committed to the club and still playing well, still delivering good performances. It was never like, at that time, playing on a Sunday would affect what I do on a Saturday.
Right, okay, yeah.
I think when that starts to affect what you're doing, then they'll ask questions. You know what I'm saying? At that time, I think non-league is now a lot more advanced than what it was.
Okay.
So back in the day, non-league was like, again, more like Sunday league in the sense of it's more like just to play and enjoy kind of thing. You're still getting paid, so there's an element of seriousness, but it wasn't as serious as it is now. Non-league now is like it's a lot more professional.
Yeah,
it's developed crazy.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Before the culture is like you come, you enjoy, you get drunk after games.
Right, but people are still holding their standard now at fitness
now
level.
It's
and
crazy.
Yeah.
Because do you know why though as well? Because as I said, a lot more younger players, I'd say, are coming into the league. So
that's what it is.
There's players that might get released from champ clubs and League One clubs and then
coming to non-league.
They're coming non-league and playing men's football for the first time. So the level is higher.
Yeah.
So now it's not just you actually have to be in some sort of condition and be able to play football
100%.
because you'll get exposed if you're not.
You'll get exposed if you're not fit enough.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah.
Before you could just coast.
Yeah.
You could coast before. Now it's changed.
So what year did you stop playing with the Dons then?
I'm trying to think. I think it's when I signed for Billericay.
Right.
Because Billericay is a club.
Yeah.
Is a lot more professional than any other club that I played for. So like they're not having it.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I had to like limit the amount of times I was playing.
Yeah.
I just play with I'll play fives.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize over the years how taxing it was on my body anyway, playing both days. I think it was stupid.
Saturday and Sunday it
was dumb.
mental.
I think I was being a bit silly, but I was enjoying it so much that I didn't really think about it.
And
But
to be fair, you done it, so that's calm.
you know what I'm saying? I've done it, but now I think I'm feeling the effects because my body is obviously I'm trying to take care of my body as much as I can.
Yeah.
But I feel like playing Saturday and Sunday it's a lot on the body.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
And sorry to cut you.
No, you're fine.
Billericay's pitch is 4G as well.
Right. I think that's why I broke my leg.
That's what I'm saying. See, playing on 4G and grass is
And
different.
that 4G is concrete.
Concrete, yeah. So that's what I'm saying.
So I'm playing there every week, and
that takes a toll on your body.
Toll.
It's different to grass. Grass is more give. If you're on a bad 4G, your joints and everything hurts, bro.
Over time, you're just damaging your body, I think.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was it because from what I've seen online, Dons seems, well, I'm not even going to say seems because I feel that it's a family club.
Oh, 100%.
I feel like
that's why I was there for so long.
Yeah.
Obviously, I've had friends in there as well. Even played with my brother in there as well.
Yeah.
It was a family club, and what they've created was really special.
So it was difficult to
really
kind of leave
special.
that environment.
Because they brought back the love for football that I lost.
Yeah.
And I've done some nice things on camera and stuff like that, and it actually helped build my kind of profile in myself anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's watched by millions of people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Which is big. Shout out the Dons,
Yeah,
man.
no,
Shout
big
out
up the Dons, man.
Big up the
Dons is
like,
proper. So for that, I'm saying I even made my own clothing brand out of it.
Yeah.
A lot of positive things.
I should have bought my jacket. Yeah, my Too Easy jacket.
A lot of positive things come out of it. So
yeah,
there's obviously some pros and cons as well, but
yeah,
no regrets in it.
If I'm honest with you, I think you needed that, you know.
I
feel
really,
like you needed
facts,
to do
that's
that
facts.
because, like, once the love for football comes out and you start doing it for other things, whether it's money or whatever it is, it's not good.
It's not the same. You lose yourself. You lose yourself.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? You
100%,
start compromising
100%.
yourself and doing a madness. If you
100%.
start losing, playing football for not the love of football, you start doing mad things. So I feel like you actually needed to
Probably
play.
did. I probably
because
did.
it brought back the love that you
100%.
needed to even play now. Do you know what I'm saying?
100%. I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
So Billericay, that season, that was, correct me if I'm wrong, the season that you broke your leg?
No, the season afterwards.
Season afterwards.
Yeah.
What was that like?
So again, to begin with, it was top. It was good. Again, like much more professional environment. It was I got paid a lot, like the most money I'd been paid in non-league, so it was good in that sense. I kind of earned that as well. And it was good until, like, that was the season where I started feeling like a lot of pain in my shins. I kind of ignored it.
Yeah.
Because I'm getting the money and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And then it was Christmas time. I travelled to Ghana for my sister's wedding. And then, so I'd playing all the way up to December. And then after I'd come back from holiday, wasn't in the team for the rest of the season.
Wow.
After that, yeah. But again, I think it was even a semi-blessing in disguise because obviously the season after is when I broke my leg, but I felt like I probably had some stress fractures maybe in my shins that I ignored. I kept still training and playing on it. I was complaining about it for a while. But again, I was just ignoring it. And then obviously after that season, signing back to Margate, that's when I broke my leg.
So what? So you both can answer it because you both gone it flat. What is that like when you've like you said, you just come back from holiday, right? And then all of a sudden you're playing up until, and then you're just not in the team. Like, what is that like, man? How that did you get any like an understanding of why, like, or was it just? And did you feel like it was fair?
Because of how my body was feeling, I didn't really complain as much because I wasn't able to play to the best of my ability anyway. Because I wasn't feeling like I knew I was injured. You know what I'm saying? But obviously he didn't really give me an explanation. Obviously I was pissed, whatever. But deep down, I knew that like maybe this is the right thing anyway, because I probably wasn't doing what I was doing before I felt this pain in my shins anyway. So, I mean, sometimes football's not fair. Managers make some weird decisions anyway. But in this case, deep down, I felt like maybe it might have been.
You see, like with me, it's happened to me, innit? Like I've been in that situation where managers sign new players, and I don't think I think I started a couple games from January to the end of the season. So it's happened to me too. But you see me, like I use it. So you see, like I had to look at myself.
Naturally.
Like, and you see how I live my life now. Before I start looking at managers, and you have to look at yourself.
You have to be accountable.
Are you doing everything in your power to play? Don't go to managers and start moaning and stuff like that if you're not doing everything. So I couldn't honestly say that I was. But what it did is, the following season, it made me a beast. I said to myself, this guy is going to play me. I don't care who you sign. In pre-season, I'm coming back a beast. Season, I'm going to just do a madness so much that if you don't play me, then the fans are going to be saying, the owner's going to be saying, that was my mindset.
And not a lot of people have that mindset.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? And that's because I'm a footballer. I want to play. You think I want to be on the bench? Do you get what I'm trying to say? So I'm going to do everything in my power to do it. If you then decide not to play me, that's on you. But I'm going to show you why I'm the best winger. Do you know what I'm saying? That was my mindset. Do you know what I'm saying? So, and if I'm honest, that was when I was older. When I was younger, I probably would have dealt with it that way. Do you get what I'm saying?
You've obviously learned.
That comes with maturity and experience. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I've had another situation where I started blaming everyone. But that's when I was younger. When I was at Brentford, I was to blame the manager. How's he not playing me? Da, 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 da. I'm saying, yo, but now when I look at it, I wasn't doing everything again.
He wasn't.
Do you know what I'm saying? But as I said, the older I've got is, listen, let me just do my thing. Let me do what I need to do. And then I can start looking at the manager and looking at this reason and that reason. But let me do everything now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
So is that why you were saying that that you felt like it was taxing on your body in terms of playing the 2 days? Do you think that could have been the reason why?
I feel like 100% it was.
Yeah.
100%.
Right.
And obviously playing at Billericay, and this was a club that they tried to like mirror their training with Swindon's, because I think some of the coaches there were part of the Swindon. So they're bringing what they're doing to
so it's
the data.
So it's
but it's not really realistic because they're training every day.
Yeah.
We're coming from work, so it's going to be different. And I felt like we was being overworked a little bit.
Yeah, I hear that.
Still good, but I felt like we was doing a lot, and that surface was tough.
Yeah.
So I think that is maybe a reason why. Maybe who knows? Only God knows.
Only God knows. Yeah. But God doesn't make no mistakes.
There we go. So that's why I'm never I never like look at these situations in a negative light. I always use it as fuel to grow. You know what I'm saying? That's the way my mind's wired, isn't it?
And I feel like God, well, not even I feel like, I know that God uses your talents and your gifts for the purpose that God wants it for. Sometimes we think it's for us, and we think like it's for us. Sometimes it's like, no, do you know what? I'm going to need you to maybe take a little step back from the football, because those young people with special neurodiverse needs, I need you to look after them.
Maybe
I need you to support them, and you're going to be able to get to them and talk to them and speak to them in a way, in a language that other people won't. There's a purpose for it.
And before I move on, because you said something about the love of football, because that's happened to me.
Yeah,
like I've lost love in football, but you see, when it happened to me, God humbled me.
Right.
You see, when I was disrespecting football, I got humbled.
Yeah.
That was the only time in my career where I had to go and get another job.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the fact that I was blessed enough to play football, when I was disrespecting it, God said, okay, you're going to see, you're going to have to work now. And I had to go so I played football and I had to get another job.
Yeah.
And I've never in my career had to do that before. But me being humbled showed me, bro. Like, and I was like, God, I hear you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And from that happened to me, I never disrespect football again.
Yeah.
I promise you. Never. I'm so happy that I'm even able to play and train every day when I do. I promise you. That's how I look at football now. I swear.
You got to be grateful for what you have before time makes you grateful for what you had. Because when time goes on and you realize, raw, I had this, like, but there was a stage where I have this. I could still have this. But there's going to be a point where if you're not grateful for enough for it.
But as I said, that comes with maturity.
It does come with maturity.
Like, when you're young and you don't think like this. I said the reason I am the way I am is because of I've had to go through certain things. You know what I'm trying to say? So everything you've gone through, like now, I feel like you're the best version of yourself.
100%.
I'm telling you now, because
100%.
now you know how to deal with certain situations. You know how to deal with certain managers. You know how to, if you're on the bench, what you got to do. Like, do you know what I'm trying to say? It's realistic. And you've prepared yourself for today. Do you know what I'm saying?
100%.
So I feel like our journeys are all different, and we're going to go through good things and we're going to go through bad things. Is what do we learn out of them situations? Do you get what I'm trying to say?
But do you know what's so beautiful about this, as we wrap up the end of the first half, is what's so beautiful, why God is so amazing. I keep smiling because God is so good, is how where you're at now with Horsham.
It's mad.
And the story that you got to create in terms
crazy.
Of winning a league.
That just showed me that everything happened for a
Do you
reason.
know what I mean?
Exactly.
And how it happened as well, like the last day of the season, like that sort of thing.
Crazy.
You look at it, you think to yourself, raw, like you've gone through all of that. And I think, Miles, you were saying previously in one of the guests that we had that do you know the joy of winning a league feels? Like, do you know what that feeling is?
Bro, I can't explain it. Can't explain the feeling.
Yeah, I have to, like, that must have been mad for you.
I didn't even play the game, but even still was mad. Because obviously I've been playing non-league for time, and bro, you can go through non-league and win nothing. Yeah. Not even a senior cup, bro.
Yeah.
Let me one up you. You can go for your whole football career and win nothing.
bro.
Yeah. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, so see when people say they win cups, and I don't downplay that.
You can't.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
care
mad,
what
bro.
league. It could be Sunday league. You win do you know how hard it is to do that?
You have to go through so many rounds and so many teams to win a league.
Yeah.
It's mad.
Yeah.
Listen, I said, I with my wise head on now, I'm like, listen, that is tough to do.
It was tough.
You get what I'm saying? And sorry to cut you, it was a 3-horse race, bro. Wasn't it?
Yeah.
3 of them could have won it on that day.
On that
Listen,
day.
on that day,
That's mad.
all 3.
That was crazy.
And
the
wasn't
club
you?
and
Wasn't
the
you
bro.
was you the third odds or where was you
We
to
were
win
the-
it? Like on the day, I mean.
Billericay were favourites. I
favourites.
think we were third.
Third favourites.
That's
what I'm saying.
And why it's nuts because it's the team that you played for previously as
Yeah.
well that you're duking it
Bro.
out with as well.
Yeah.
Like-
On the day, Billericay were losing. We
saw
were
it.
losing.
Yeah.
Dartford were losing. But like, what's going on?
yeah.
Trust me.
But we knew before the game we just had to batter. Hashtag.
Yeah.
And for some reason, them man after 10 minutes thought no. Then they just started banging goals in.
Yeah.
We even missed 2 pens.
Oh, I didn't
my
know that.
days.
We missed 2 penalties. Billericay missed a pen too. And if Billericay scored their penalty, they get promoted.
Oh my Lord.
So God just worked in my favour.
Yeah,
100%. 100%.
It was just meant to be in it.
And that's why it's beautiful, bro, because like to know that your journey has come full circle like that and to
course.
be able to still experience that, like it's a beautiful thing, man.
Because even some people get injured, like horrific injuries, but they don't recover properly.
Of course.
But I feel like I'm just wired different. Like I just knew the moment that I broke my leg, I said, cool. I just accepted it.
Yeah.
And I just said, whatever's meant to happen will happen. But when I had the opportunity to recover and rehab, I done it everything to the best I could.
Yeah.
And obviously that's why I somehow managed to recover stronger. Because even when I went to Horsham, I was just training. I didn't go to sign. I just went to keep fit. Because obviously I knew the gaffer.
Yeah.
Because I played against him so many times. Like tried to sign, but didn't happen.
Yeah.
But I just messaged him. I said, look, I just want to come and train. I've been out for a year, as you've seen.
Yeah.
He said, come, just train, blah, blah, blah. Then obviously, with all the hard work that I've put in, I'm still the same player.
This is what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? I'm still the
Yeah.
same player. And then obviously, I wasn't even meant to sign. Then I think another team wanted to sign me, and I told him, and he said, nah,
Yeah.
we're going to give you a deal, innit? So I was like, fair. And then obviously, I think even that season, I targeted to play like 15, 20 games. I didn't want to rush anything. I just wanted to be back and feel, have a feel.
Yeah.
15, 20 games for me would have been like, wow,
Yeah.
I finished the season with 32.
Oh,
Wow,
that's
that's
amazing.
You know what I'm
bro.
saying?
That is good.
Yeah.
And I was playing well. I felt like I was myself, obviously, learning how to adapt my game and stuff like that. And won the league.
Yeah, look at that, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So
No,
And
that's tough.
we haven't even got onto the breaking of the leg situation.
Yeah.
We're getting that to the next section. So what we'll do is we'll have a quick short break,
Yep.
and then we're back with the second half of the mental health section.
all right, cool. No worries.
If you've listened to the first half and was triggered by anything, contact the numbers on the screen because we want to help you and we want you to get the help that you need.
So we are back with the second half of the Set Piece podcast. So Mons, I have to ask you a question. We always start this with our guests in terms of what we do here at the Set Piece. The first question I always ask is, what does mental health and well-being mean to you?
When you say that, what do you mean?
So in terms of, if I was to say you have to protect your mental health and your well-being, what would that look like for you?
It's a deep question.
Yeah.
I don't know how I can answer it, but I'll just say like almost like protecting your peace.
Yeah.
Because obviously your mind is your most powerful organ. So what you feed it, what you expose it to,
Yeah.
that's almost like how healthy you're gonna leave your mind, if that makes sense. That's what mental health for me looks like. Because mental health could be positive.
Yeah.
You could be doing
100%.
things that are therapeutic, that can help your
I
mind.
agree.
100%.
Even like this, talking about things,
Yeah.
expressing yourself.
Yeah.
That's also good for the mind.
Yeah.
But then there's also things that take a toll.
Yeah.
And other people are wired differently to the point where they might be weaker,
Yeah.
being able to deal with certain things. And that's when mental health is a negative, and it can go very dark.
Yeah.
So obviously there's two sides, I feel like, to mental health. I feel like when people talk about mental health, they always go to the point where it's like depression. They start calling out things that are negative, when in reality, like, you can turn mental health into a positive,
Yeah,
like what we're doing here.
100%.
I agree.
Going gym,
Yeah.
playing football,
Yeah.
going out with your friends, taking a trip, traveling on holiday, all these things.
Yeah.
And I don't think people, like, they don't talk about the positives of mental health enough.
Yeah.
So that when people talk about mental health, they just strictly go on to the negative trajectory.
Yeah.
So,
and why it's so important, and this is why Miles and I made this podcast, because we want to show that obviously there's in football, I think people think that when you're footballers, you're able to kick a ball around, you're getting paid, and they just think that this is it. You must be happy, but there's going to be points where you're going to be in dark places. You're going to be in low places. But what we try to do with this podcast is we try to ask people about their stories in terms of what the dark places that they've been in, but we also try to ask them, like, to show that the power of football and how we can do the prevention of mental health and the improvement of well-being by your peers around you. In terms of yourself now, let's go back to starting with Leyton Orient. Did you ever feel at a time where, obviously, I believe you said the Italian owners came, and you're trying to transition through your journey and everything like that, was you ever at a low point?
100%.
Yeah.
I feel like low points come and go as well, but some are deeper than others.
Yeah.
So at that point, obviously, the morale of the club and the dressing room and everything around it was just so negative and toxic. So naturally, that takes a toll on your mental health.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It was an environment that nobody wanted to be around, even like to the point where your performance in training is not the same.
Yeah.
Because you're just thinking about external things. Like, you know, you've been in different types of dressing rooms when you're winning and you're winning things and everything's positive. You play your best football because everything's going well. Yeah. But when it's on the other end, it's a lot harder to kind of still keep your standards, and because you're just thinking about so many different things.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was that point made me like see football differently.
Yeah. For
a sec, like, because obviously I'm happy. I'm on a high of being there, having the opportunity to be in a full-time environment, play for a professional team, but at the same time, now looking at the environment, thinking I don't want to be here. Last year we nearly got promoted to the champ. Everyone was happy. It was a great environment to be around. Now it's like foreign people who don't really understand English culture anyway. Now you have to adapt to a different way of thinking. Yeah. And no one's really listening. The first team players now, their mental health is being affected. Yeah. And that's just going to trickle down into the youth team anyway. So everything is just toxic. Yeah. So that was, I would say, like a very low point at Leyton Orient, obviously, other than getting released. Yeah. But, yeah.
Did you have, because it's interesting, did you have a support network of friends that you could speak about it, but did you use them?
No. Yeah. I'm someone that, like, I don't like to be a burden on anyone, naturally. That's just the way I'm wired. I like to do everything myself. Yeah. So obviously, like, I've got very, very close friends. Yeah. We talk about everything naturally. But I was never really one to go into detail or go into depth to, I don't know, like, ask for sympathy or these things, you know what I'm saying? Just talk about it, but
why do you think that is, in terms of, like, even like away from football, like, we've got brethrens that are our co-Ds, like my dogs, you get what I'm saying? But then a lot of them wouldn't even know what.
I think now it's different. Obviously, going through a lot of different things, realizing that when you do speak to certain people, it does take some weight off your shoulders a little bit. Yeah. But obviously, you also need to be careful who you tell certain things.
100%.
As you grow, as I've grown, there's people that I've been close to, but then not so close to now, because you just learn. You learn who you're around.
You grow. I'd say you grow.
You learn who you can overshare with and who you don't need to say anything to. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And my mum always tell me, like, when you grow up, you're going to lose so many people. Like, you know what I'm saying, you're only going to count real people on the palm of your hands, and that is the reality. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I'm cool with a lot of people, but
of course,
people that I hold, like, in such high regards is very minimal.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
I think now it's easier to have those sort of conversations deep because I know that it's reciprocated.
Yeah.
And when they need that sort of guidance in me, I'm there to listen as well.
Yeah.
And something I'll say as well is that in the football journey, I'd say how much, I can ask you this question, how much friends when you leave a team that you stay in contact with?
Not many. But I would say football has brought me close to a lot of people.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say like they're like
You have
like,
your
I've got a group of friends that they're like my brothers for forever,
Of course.
you know what I'm saying? But there are some friends that you meet in football who are like similar to you that you hold again like, similar, but you know what I'm saying you can meet very good people in football, I would say.
You think you meet a lot of good people.
A lot of,
but my point being is that like with me, I still speak to people that I played with at Brentford.
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
But I don't speak to them a lot. If I see them, it's love. But when you leave that club,
it's not.
It's like you. It's I don't know why this is. There's only a minimal amount of people that I will speak to
100%.
when you leave that club.
100%.
Maybe because life is life in. I don't know. Like it's funny. Like this. Like not saying that you left on bad terms or you don't not speak to them. It's that when you go into another environment in football, it's like you're with a new family.
Yeah, that's
do you know what I'm
it
trying to
is.
say?
So it's
like,
not sometimes it's not real.
like
That's why they say football friends is not really your
Real
immediate
friends, yeah,
friends. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? But I feel like because doing my scholar, you're young, so you're basically seeing each other every day. That's where it's
100%.
easier
It's different
to
yeah,
make.
yeah.
I think
Friends.
a lifelong friends.
Yeah, of course. I agree with that. When you're in scholar, because even the people that I'm in scholar now, I still speak to a lot of
Bro,
them.
that's what I'm saying. I've got like a
yeah.
few like we're mad close.
Yeah.
That's just because of
Yeah.
the relation that we built. We used to see each other. Anyway, even to be fair, I'll say the whole team. I wouldn't say we're like. There's also people that I don't think I'm close, but if I see like my youth team,
Still love.
the love is
of course
the same. Like we shared a lot of moments, a lot of time together as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And again, along the way, even in non-league, and you meet a lot of good people.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And I feel like you need to be open to having those sort of relationships too.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? You don't need to like say like no, like they're your like brothers or whatever, but they could be good friends. You know what I'm saying?
100%. I agree with that. It just made me think because, as I said, like I speak to a lot of ex teammates that I played with.
100%.
But for some reason, when you leave that team, like not that you don't speak to them, it's like as I said, you join another family.
Yeah,
Do you know what I'm saying?
It's mad.
But it's like you know it's like the working world, like 9 to 5. Like you might be at one job, right, and you don't leave on bad terms, but you're seeing that person every day. Like, and that's your dog. Like that's the person you go to lunch with. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you leave that, you might go to a new role. You might not speak to that person ever again.
Yeah.
But there was one stage where you were like literally going to lunch every day with
with
that
that
person.
person.
That's life. But I think what I found is that like some people that I've spoken to, and I don't know whether it's similar in the football world, but a lot of people that I've spoken to in the football world say that they've got a lot more close friends, as you were just saying, the ones they grow up in, like the scholars with, and like in the youth team with. And it's similar to like when you work the 9 to 5 world, you know, like your first jobs, like when people work in like Primark or River Island, those are like the foundations of your friendships that you bought, and it's those that they stay longer with.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So I think when we're younger, because we're all on the same level playing field, I think we probably gravitate more to those friends later on down the line. Do you get what I'm saying? So with regards to having you had the network around you, do you think you was given a space within football to kind of, I wouldn't use the word feel sorry for yourself, because you mentioned that earlier about feeling sorry for yourself. You don't want to feel sorry for yourself, but do you feel like you was given a space to kind of vent your frustration, or you just literally just didn't want to talk about it when you got released?
Because I've got such a supportive family.
Yeah.
Like, big up my dad as well, because I feel like in football, growing up playing, you need a strong network in family and parents, especially with the background that we have.
Of course.
My dad took all of us everywhere in terms of football. You know what I'm saying? Like from a black family, African background, where you're heavily pushed to do studies and go to church on a Sunday when there's football. My dad was the complete opposite. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
That's obviously why my brothers obviously achieved so much in football as well, still playing.
Yeah.
So yeah, in that regard, like my family were mad supportive. So I would say that like they created that space for me to.
I love that.
To kind of be vulnerable, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm really close with my parents anyway, so I think that helped me a lot.
Yeah, I seen Mumsy shopping. That's I
Best
love
friend,
that.
best friends.
I love that. I genuinely love that. You know, it's funny that you're saying that. It's because I remember, shout out my boy Raphael, right? I remember he put up a post and the post was like me looking at like all of the younger generations now and their dad supporting them to be a footballer when at the time I wanted to be a footballer, I needed to be a doctor.
Yeah,
like,
that's real though. That's real.
It's crazy that
Yeah.
now, like
Yeah.
the younger generation don't know that they're actually getting the support. But
Of course.
you say like they back in the day, you couldn't do that. Like you say to your dad, I want to be a footballer. Like, no, are you mad?
I'm saying.
Or you'd have to just go football by yourself.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
My dad used to, when he could. Obviously, I'll go with some of my teammates' dads as well.
Yeah.
Pick up them.
Yeah.
But I used to be around teammates that they're getting the train home by themselves at 12.
That's what I'm
13, and
saying.
it's dangerous as well.
Of course.
Yeah, of
You know what I'm
course.
saying?
Yeah.
Of course.
And my dad has been like top. Even like with my little brother, when my little brother done his YT at Charlton,
Yeah.
my dad would take him to football and wait. You know, like scholarship is you get in at 10, you leave at 4. My dad's sleeping,
Wow.
waiting for him to leave. Bro, my dad is top, man.
Shout out, Pops, man.
My dad does.
That's
top.
That is
That's
big.
the kind of support network I had. So
That is big.
when it comes to people talking about parents and support, I can't ever complain about that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And do you know what? God, you are amazing. What I love about this is the fact that, like, although we're talking about football, right, I feel like we can also learn a lot of life lessons in terms of like some of the negative stigma that we have about our fathers as growing up in the black community. Because between the two of you, I've heard fathers that have sacrificed themselves, for their child to actually do what they want to do. Do you get what I'm saying?
100%.
Yeah.
And so when I hear this stereotype all the time, like it's similar to what you said. You see, with regards to like the negative sides of the mental health, we focus on that. Like, there's a lot of positives to the mental
100%.
health, but there's a lot of positives with regards to like our community and the fathers that are doing what they're doing in order to get to
course.
them. You get what I'm saying?
100%. I agree because there is, think about it, like parents, people got to work, innit? Do you know what I'm trying to say? So if your parents have to work, what's the priority?
Yeah.
Them going to work or taking you football? And that's a lot of that, and that's a lot of parents. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And even if they can sacrifice the time and do it, then I feel like a lot of parents would do it. But
Yeah.
especially back in the day, like some parents are working 2 jobs, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
How they got time to even take their kids to football? Do you get what I'm trying to say? So I definitely appreciate it, man, because as I said, I'm doing that journey now. I told you, like now I do it, I appreciate it so much
you know
more.
what I'm saying?
Bro. I never, at first I was
Didn't
thinking,
realise.
yeah, my dad's taking me football. Now I've got to do them journeys, bro.
Yeah.
It is different. Trust me.
And that's why you shout out. And then I'm looking on the other side of things, and that's why you shout out Mumsy, because it's just like, while Dad's over there doing that and sacrificing his time and everything like that, you still got Mumsy over here making the home a home. Do you get what I'm saying? That you're coming
facts.
home to making sure that it's a home. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't think we.
But not even that now. There's football mums,
Mums,
bro.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
telling you.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
The
Like,
mums now are doing. The mums
are doing both
the
roles.
dad jobs.
doing that, bro.
Both roles, bro.
Do you know how
Both
much
roles.
mums are involved
Yeah,
in this
it's crazy.
football thing now?
Yeah,
It's
both
serious.
Lewis
Trust
Kelly's
me.
mum
Yeah, yeah.
and
yeah.
Jude Bellingham's mum as well.
Yeah,
Do you
he's
know what I
doing
mean?
both roles. He's doing both roles. But
Definitely.
that's the power of football.
Trust me.
That is the power of football. Have you seen firsthand? Now you're a bit more aware. You said you're a bit more aware. You obviously understand a lot more. Have you seen firsthand like players? We're not going to get into names and stuff like that. But when you were younger, that maybe because you couldn't see it when you was younger, as you're older, you realize that they probably were struggling with a lot of their mental health. But obviously, you weren't in a position to actually talk about that. Do you think you could see a few like people that you've grown up with that were struggling?
Yeah,
and like,
yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously, again, wouldn't really talk about it because it's like when I got released, I felt like I lost my identity, if you like, because people don't talk about it enough. But football is not a real world; it's a bubble that you're in.
Wow.
And because I was playing at a professional level from the age of 12 till 21, you think your life is going to be, it's going to go a certain way.
Yeah.
And only that way. You don't, like, you're so narrow-minded that you're so oblivious to things outside that sort of tunnel that you're kind of looking in. And when you come out of that bubble, you start to see life for what it really is. And a lot of people don't know who they are outside of football. If you ask if you ask a professional footballer now, who are you?
That's powerful.
Outside, if you're not outside of football, who is
this person? Yeah. I agree.
Miles or Kerry. Do you know what I'm saying? They will struggle to give you to tell you who they are.
Yeah.
Because you're accustomed to a life, bro. You're getting paid to do what you love. So you're getting paid for a hobby. Imagine the hobby that you're doing. You're getting paid for it. It's not real.
Yeah. And you know what's mad, yeah? And this is what we said before. They tell you to eat, sleep, drink, football. I don't agree with that. Because you see when you do that and it doesn't work, what were you left with?
Yeah.
What next?
Do you know what I'm trying to say? If you do that and just concentrate on football and that's all you concentrate on, if football don't work out, where are you left with?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? You're left in a bad place, bro. Because as I said, remember, I agree with you. We're footballers. That's what we're known as, footballers. But we're more than footballers.
100%.
See what I'm saying? We're fathers. We're children. We're cousins. We're uncles. We're all these other things like that that are powerful. But to the outside eye, we're just footballers.
Yeah.
That's all you're known as. Oh, he plays football, don't he? But we're more than that. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So when you just put everything into football and that's all you know and that's all you've done, and then someone just
you will struggle.
Someone just takes that away from you by just saying, you know what, we're not going to offer you a contract. Where are you left?
So what did you do to try to change that? Like, what kind of shifted your mentality to realize that I need to separate myself from this?
I can't remember specifically, but I just remember it being hard. That transition in terms of knowing that I have to do something else. It was tough. It was really tough. That was like a low point in terms of the mental health that we're speaking about. Because you're known as someone on the ends, if you like, is a footballer. Like the other footballers that are going through the same, they're thinking, okay, cool. Like everyone knows me as Mons or Miles, the footballer. If I'm not known as that, if that's not my identity anymore, then who am I? And you kind of seek the validation of other people's opinions naturally because you can't come back to ends and tell people you've been released. They're going to be like, oh, what are you doing with yourself kind of thing.
How did that happen? Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Even like little things, not like people say, how's your game on Saturday? And suppose you didn't play.
Bro, it's
like,
you have to make that.
How much time people told me,
I didn't play.
How did you play today? Oh, did you play this week? And I've got to say, nah, you know what? I was on the bench, you know, I didn't even play.
That's such a tough conversation.
It's tough because they're looking at you like, what? You didn't play? Like, do you get what I'm saying? That's a tough thing to do.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not even a big thing, but it is a big thing.
It's massive.
No, it's a big thing.
Do you know what I mean?
It's a big thing because we're dealing with people that are literally going to football, working, and you're not getting on the pitch, and then you're coming and having to explain that to sometimes people,
why.
And sometimes you don't want to. Like,
you shouldn't have it. You shouldn't have to ever explain yourself to anyone. But this is what your mindset has probably led you to do.
Yeah.
But again, I would say that in those moments, me having my faith has been obviously the pivotal
100%.
thing
I agree.
that has kept me sane.
Yeah.
Because I've had times where I could have broken.
Yeah. I agree.
I've had times of suicidal thoughts naturally because everyone in football who has gone through hardship has hands down been in that dark place because again, the bubble that you're in, it's real. Like you're in that bubble thinking all the time when like people used to come into Orient to speak to us about like different pathways that you might have to take. Everyone's looking at each other thinking, that's not going to be me. I'm going to make it. They say like the 1% of you lot are going to make it. All of you lot will get released kind of thing. But when you believe in yourself so much, you're looking at them thinking, you ain't chatting about me. You're talking about my man over there, not me. Do you know what I'm saying? That was my mentality. So I didn't take those things in as much as I should have. And then obviously when you come out of that, you realize, wow, like, was I really that good then? And you start to question like, what's next for me? Where do I go now? Everyone that knows me, because I'm in an environment where I've never been told that I'm not good enough. I've been that evidently that talented footballer where everyone's like, you're going somewhere kind of thing. And when your path, your journey doesn't look like as smooth as you thought it would go, you're almost distraught. Like you don't know,
telling
you don't
you.
know. And then obviously sometimes I'm waking up. I don't even want to wake up.
Football.
I
Yeah.
don't even want to wake up.
Yeah.
Forget football. I don't even want to be in the world,
Yeah,
bro. That's the
Yeah,
reality.
I hear you.
I mean, I don't really talk about that a
No,
lot,
of
but
course.
that is how I felt at the time.
Of
I
course.
hear you,
Yeah.
I hear you.
But again, because of the support network and family and me having my faith in God and stuff
Yeah.
like that, thankfully,
Yeah.
it didn't go further than just
Of
thoughts.
course. Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
So obviously having God in my life and me believing in what his plan is for me in terms
Yeah.
of just trusting what he has, it's already written,
Yeah.
understanding that like I'm living in his world, whatever he says is what is meant for me.
Yeah.
I think that's what helped me.
Firstly, I just want to say before you go, Miles, I just want to say thank you for sharing that
Yeah,
because
that's
and thank you
powerful.
for being in a vulnerable space with us, like to actually put that out there. Do you know what I mean? So I just wanted to thank you for that.
Now I was gonna just say, you see, like people ask me why I mentor, and this is one of the reasons.
Yeah.
So picture Monts at 16 or whatever, and going through whatever he's going through. And I'm not saying that he didn't have support there because he did have, but
Yeah.
how much people don't?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to
and
say?
There are a lot
How-
of people going through what I went through.
And that's my
Yeah.
point. A lot of people. So imagine people going through the exact getting released, not knowing what to do. There's not really
Yeah.
no one there to help. Their parents don't really know what's going on.
Yeah.
They ain't really got much friends that knows what's going on, or they don't want to tell. This is why, because there needs to be help for footballers.
There has to
I
be.
promise you. Like you see,
100%.
like majority of footballers go through what he's saying.
Yeah.
Majority, because think about it. As I said, 1% make it.
It's mad.
So if there's a squad of 22 or 20, 3 man maybe, or 2 man's making it out of that 20. So the 18, what happens to them?
Yeah. Yeah.
Who's helping them? Do you know what I'm trying to say?
It's true.
And the reason why I'm saying this is because, as I said, I'm blessed enough to be playing football still, and I've had a blessed career. I'm blessed enough, but I don't want to see people go through what I went through.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
That's why there's a lot of young boys that kill themselves, bro.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
In these academies, because they're in these like you look at how many players who have killed themselves like from top clubs because the standard that the clubs have set them, that's all they know.
Yeah.
So even if they get released and sign for Dagenham and Redbridge, which is still good,
They can't
they're looking
adapt.
at it like,
Yeah.
this is mad. I can't do this.
Yeah.
Because you've gone from Man City's training facility
Yeah.
and way of living
Yeah.
to something completely different.
Yeah.
Some people's brain are just not wired to transition in that way, bro.
Yeah.
Can't handle it.
And it's the pressure that for some young boys what they put on themselves as well.
Naturally.
And it's one of those things where we've had this conversation before, Miles, and it's like you've got the one side of it where it might be like a single parent, that might be like the child knows that, right, I can get my mum and my dad out of the hood like by winning. You get what I'm saying? But then you might have the father that is there that sees their childhood through their child's
100%,
eyes,
yeah.
and they're pushing their child so hard, like to
A
do
lot
this,
of parents do
and
that.
then you've got that pressure on that child, and they get to an age and then they don't make it, and it's like, raw, like, have I let those down that I was supposed to fight for?
100%.
That pressure in itself, bro.
Nuts, bro.
And typically, I can only speak from our gender as men, right? I know for a fact that growing up, I put a lot of pressures on myself in terms of my household that my mum didn't put on me, but I took it on straight away.
Yeah.
I have to be a man. I have to do this.
Yeah.
I have to do that. Do you get what I'm saying? She didn't tell me to do this, but I can only imagine how many are out there that are feeling that. That once you get released, as you said, your identity is gone. Like, but you seen yourself as the footballer. Now I was trying to explain to people that no, I'm not doing football no more.
And there's a lot of people as well. And this is my thing. Like, I just don't. And this is why I decided to mentor, because I just see so much people going through a madness in football. I've done it. I've gone through it myself.
What do you do in terms of mentoring?
Just like, so I'll have like different mentoring sessions. So I'll help them with their confidence.
Is that your own
My
kind of
own thing, yeah.
Okay.
So confidence, it could be self-development, it could be motivation. What you need, like,
be a footballer.
not even to be a footballer, but in your
around
like
it.
in your spaces. Like, as I said, I'm very experienced. There's probably anything you say that you've gone through, I've probably gone through it.
100%.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? So now when I'm seeing so many young people wanting to play football, are you even prepared to go into that space?
Yeah.
That's
You might not
that's,
be.
do you get what I'm trying to say? So like that's why I try and inspire and help people just to prepare them. Listen, don't think you're just gonna go into football and that's what it is. This is what comes with it.
100%.
Think about this. Have you thought about that? Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? Because going into the football environment is good when it's good, but it's not always going to be good. And are you going to be able to adjust when it's not? Do you get what I'm saying?
I think personally, I'm not trying to put anything on you, but I think you'd be great for that space.
100%.
That's why I asked you, because that's something that I wanna. Obviously, I'm experiencing. Being one-to-one with children with special needs.
100%.
Being a mentor anyway.
Yeah, you are.
I wanna maybe branch into football,
Of course.
grow into actual mentoring. 'Cause I feel like that's a niche that is not really looked at a lot.
It's needed. There's the mentoring football. There's more that's needed. I know only a couple that do it. I know Sean Scannell, one of my teammates, he does it as well.
Well, as in like he created his own.
So he's got his own company and he goes into he does one-on-one sessions. He goes into schools and different things and clubs. I've done it as well. I go into clubs and schools and speak to the younger ones, the scholars and stuff like that, because obviously it's preparing them for what's to come. Do you get what I'm saying? Have you thought about going to get a course now? Because you might get released. Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying? And the reason why I do it is because the older pros, when I was young, done it for me. For you. So I could go and speak to the older pros. Yeah. And even with getting my coaching badges, the only reason why, I'm going to be honest with you, the only reason why I went and got my coaching badges is because the older pros told me, Westy, do not wait. Do not wait until you're in your 30s to go and get these things. Badges, because, listen, football's not going to last forever. Go and prepare yourself now.
For after,
So this is why I went and got my badges, because I'm like, you know what? Like, you're right, like this football thing's not going to last forever. Let me try and prepare myself and do other things to be ready or so it's still football, so I still like it and I can go into something after football or transition smoothly. Do you get what I'm saying? This is what people don't do. Why can't the transition be smooth? Why can't you play football and study?
You can.
Or go uni as well.
You can.
We got a lot of time, especially when you're full time. You train at night 10:30, you finish by 12:30. Why can't you go and do a course?
Yeah.
But a lot of people are not using their time wisely.
Yeah.
They're finishing training and doing nothing.
Yeah.
Waiting for the next motive.
But this is my point, that I don't think there's enough people showing
educating
them. There's not enough of these conversations.
Yeah.
Because you see, like, if there was, they will be scared,
They'll be scared.
I'm telling you,
but
they'll be like...
But some people are ignorant though. Because I've got a lot of friends, young boys that I'm very close with in the game. And I have these conversations with them. But they're looking at me like
sideways.
Once. Like, shut up, man. And I'm telling them, listen.
But you're doing your part.
I am. And I've always said to myself, I will never stop.
Of course not.
Because even if they're turning their eye to me, I know that maybe one day
they're gonna listen.
They're gonna experience, not even to listen. Yeah. They're gonna have to listen because
you're planting the seed, bro.
Because they're gonna go through a point in life where they're gonna realize this brother was right.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Someone said to me, "You're only one contract away." One contract.
And if you're not playing in the Prem, high champ,
do you know what I'm saying?
Or for a good team who's gonna give you the platform to maybe be settled after your career, you are going to work.
I think everyone's gonna have to work. Henri works.
Oh yeah,
do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, okay,
he
cool.
don't have to, but he does.
He does work.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
But I'm saying he does what he wants though.
Yeah, of course he does.
When I say work, I mean like have to do something you don't want to do.
Yeah, fact.
If you don't apply yourself correctly,
you're right. I agree with that. Yeah.
But these lot don't listen.
Yeah. So can I ask, right? Now, I want to take this. I don't want you to take this the wrong way, right? Do you think the leg break was at the right time? Only reason I say that in terms of for your mentals, where you are in terms of your mind, compared to obviously.
If it was before, it could have been worse.
Yeah.
In terms of at the time of what I've already experienced,
yes,
correct. Yeah, I believe that I could handle it.
Because how did you? What was that? What was that experience like? Obviously, it's not a nice experience.
Again, because I've got such a great support network.
Yeah,
I didn't really feel the negative pressures as much as maybe someone else might feel.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like even my brother, like it's mad, but he was bathing me. Do you know what I mean? I'm a 27-year-old man. My brother's like 33. He's like helping me shower and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? And if I was by myself, I would have to try and find a way to do it myself. My mum and my dad doing their fair share, but you know what I'm trying to say? I've got great family. You know what I'm saying? So it would probably be easier for me to overcome those sort of obstacles in comparison to someone else because I'm very close with my family. Even my friends, like coming over, bringing me food, always like keeping me company. Because there were days I was just in bed, just watching movies or whatever, and it was lonely. But obviously knowing that other people were there supporting me and speaking to me and stuff like that did help. But naturally I felt like, I just think I'm wired differently. I think I'm just mentally tough. I'm wired that way because I understand that like this was meant to happen. Again, touching on God. This is the path. And the journey doesn't always look like the destination. What you go through is more time what you're meant to go through. And I feel like if God, because I believe in God, if I couldn't handle it, I don't think he would have placed that.
I heard that.
And I feel like people who are the most successful are the ones that are dealt with the harder cards. Because naturally you're just getting...
And the resilience to
you're just building.
Do
you know what I'm saying? So even like this season where I've just dislocated my shoulder, I'm looking at that like, all right, God, like keep coming. I'm just going to keep growing. Because I'm not looking at it as a negative. I'm looking at it as an opportunity for me to go away, rest and recover, and then come back stronger. And then when I do return, the manager's like, this guy's just not broken. Like, people are trying to break him, but he just keeps coming back stronger because that's the way I think. I'm delusional, I'll be honest. I still think I can play.
It's not
I still think I can play the highest level I can play. How realistic that is, I don't care.
But probably, if you got the opportunity, you probably could.
This is what I'm saying.
That's the truth.
I know it's very hard,
but listen, I still believe that I can get past anyone,
and you can.
I don't care. Carl Walker. I don't watch this Carl. No, but in my head, I'm thinking.
Bro, you have to think like
that,
bro.
Care you're gonna be, I'm on. I'm going to do what I'm good at. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
You have to have that mentality.
You know what I'm saying?
Otherwise, you're just going to be limited to what you can achieve.
Because I remember when I saw it online, like I was like, obviously I'm not saying I know you like that, but I was distraught, like because I was like that. As I've said to you, like you're my favorite baller. Like you get what I'm saying. Like I've watched you when I come to the fives and I see you, and I'm like, I just love the way how it literally what your slogan. It literally is too easy. It just looks too easy for you. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I remember like last year, I had a osteotomy fixation where they snapped my leg, put a wedge in it, and just basically put my knee straight, right? And I remember like I left the hospital, right? And my missus was like, I don't know why you said to them that, you're going to be fine to walk. You can't walk, Kerry. Like, you can't do anything. And I didn't realize at the time, like, like, I was really trying to do things on my own. But if I didn't have that support network around me,
you wouldn't be able to do it.
I would have been in an even darker place. I remember, like, I'm at the hospital, and like, Miles is at Wembley. Like, and I'm like, oh, flip, man. Like, I'm supposed to be there, but I can't move, bro. I can't walk. You get what I'm saying? So what I'm saying about your brother is that it's big because I learned at that time, you have to kind of just be humble with it and just say, you know, it doesn't matter how big of a grown man I am, I need that help.
Sometimes you do need help.
Yeah, facts.
You can't do everything by yourself.
Yeah.
You need help from somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Everyone needs help.
Yeah.
Everyone.
And even as I said, with experience, I've learned that I don't need. I ain't got no pride. If I need help, I'm gonna ask. I don't care,
but you have to.
I don't care. Listen, I swear, if I need help from someone, I wouldn't ask everyone, but there's people that I will definitely ask. Do you know what I'm trying to say? If I needed help for certain things, I'm asking because I feel like the only thing that a person's gonna say is no. Who cares? If you say no, okay, cool. But
at least you asked.
At least I've asked, and that's where I think we need to be more as a people. I feel like people have so much pride, and they're scared of what people are gonna say that they don't even ask, bro.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like, and the asking, you don't know if someone's gonna say yes or no, but you're scared of the answer. That there's doubt and fear in your head that someone's gonna say no to you, and that's why you don't even ask the question. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. But I think as well with that as well, because I think sometimes it's pride, but in the same respect as well, I think it's similar. Going back to what Mon said earlier, I think it's about the people that you ask.
Yeah, facts.
And I think it's about the people that you talk to. Like you've got to be confident in knowing that, you know what, like I'm talking to this person, and I know if Mont says something, it's gonna come from a good place.
Yeah.
It's not gonna come from a place of where I'm just trying to be negative to that person. Do you get what I'm saying? So I feel like for me, it's about understanding your tribe, understanding your network.
That's what I'm saying. You can't ask everyone for help.
No way.
And that's the thing.
Yeah.
For
I
me,
wouldn't know.
and some people will extend their ask for help in certain people because they don't have family.
Yeah.
Because I'm so close with my family, I want to extend asking for help outside of my family.
Yeah, you don't need
I
to.
won't do that.
Yeah.
Even to the point where I won't even ask my brother. I'm just going to my mum. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of relationship I have.
Yeah.
Some people don't even have that. So
Yeah,
they're
facts.
almost forced to.
Ask outside. Yeah,
Me and my mum, that's the partnership.
Yeah, that's I love it. Like, I listen, I love that. Listen, we're coming towards the end of the pod. One of the questions that we always ask before our guest leaves, we always ask this question: what advice would you give to anyone that was struggling?
I would say it's cliche, but you have to voice how you feel.
Yeah.
Obviously, in a place where you feel is safe, because you could voice it in the wrong space and it could lead to darker things or whatever. But I'll say, like, in a space where you feel as safe as you can, you can like share how you feel, your emotions. Again, trying to extend your belief in God. Yeah. Because without Him, we're not here anyway.
Amen.
Yeah.
And
Amen.
it's His world that we're living in.
Yeah.
And if you leave all your burden, He says it in the word, and it like, come to me as you are, come to me with what you have. Yeah. And I'll set you free, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that's the advice I'd give to people struggling. Believe in God, because He will make everything easier when you really do believe in Him. You know what I mean?
That's big, bro.
Amen.
So
that's big.
Yeah, man. I feel like that's the long and short of it, man.
So what a beautiful segue to end it, bro. Listen, Mons, thank you for coming on, my bro. We really appreciate you coming, man. Like, genuinely.
Yeah,
so,
man.
like, what we tend to do now at the end of our session, like, we have a quick game. It's not long. I'm gonna ask whilst Mars is looking at me like this, I'll ask a series of questions, just quick, short football questions. Yeah.
All knowledge is a bit gazy, but
no,
don't worry, you're all right.
You're good.
Listen, I've been terrible, bro. Trust me.
It's all right. Mars, you okay, Mars? Yeah. Mars has this thing where he thinks it's favoritism, but it's definitely not favoritism. So I'm gonna ask 5 questions.
Yeah.
And then literally you just write down your answers, and then we'll swap, and then we'll go from there. All right, let me just move away, because Miles tends to do this thing where he tries to look at my answers. So I just want to just move this over here. Okay, cool. Right, we'll start off with a nice, easy one. Which manager has the most Premier League titles?
I don't know what I'm gonna guess.
So which manager has the most Premier League titles? Yeah, that's the first one.
Yeah.
Second one. Which team achieved the highest points total in the Premier League season? Yep. Who is the oldest outfield player to appear in the Premier League?
Oldest. Oh, he would know more than me. I've lost.
No, but there's two. There's two. I'm not sure. I think I know, but I don't know.
You think you know, yeah? Okay, cool. Who was the first African player to win the Premier League Golden Boot?
First African player.
Yep.
First.
The first African player to win the Premier League Golden Boot.
You're looking at me, man. Don't know.
I'm gonna just guess.
I'm gonna guess this as well. Can you give me a clue though? Is it recent or old school?
I'll give you a lot of clues. Old school.
Oh, because I was gonna put recent.
Oh, it's old school.
First African player.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
First
I don't
African
know
player
then.
to win the Golden Boot. And the last one is who replaced Sir Alex Ferguson as the manager of Manchester United in 2013?
Um,
Who replaced Sir Alex Ferguson as Manchester United manager in 2013? Cool. Right. So the first one, which manager was... Yeah, the first one. Which manager has won the most Premier League titles? Sir Alex Ferguson with 13.
I'm boy. I'm Pep.
What?
I'm violated.
And you're a Man United fan? No,
Of
you're
course.
moving mad. Wow. No. That's crazy.
Do you know what? I felt like the question was who's won the most in a row.
No,
Yeah, I didn't.
It's
I
fine.
wasn't listening.
it's cool. Which team has achieved the highest points total in the Premier League season?
Man City.
Man City, 100 points.
Did you put Liverpool?
Who is the oldest outfield player to appear in the Premier League? Teddy Sheringham.
I put Milner.
I put Gareth Barry.
I was gonna put Gareth Barry as
Oh
well.
my God. Was it Teddy Sheringham?
Yep.
What, 41 or something?
40 and... Got it here, 40
Well, no, just
and
Gazy.
272
Oh my
days.
God, yeah.
Yep. Next question. Who was the first African player to win the Golden Boot?
Drogba.
Didier.
Yeah, I got that.
And who replaced Sir Alex Ferguson as Manchester United manager in 2013? David Moyes. Okay,
Too
cool.
right.
I really tried to even help you with the first one, bro.
He
Like,
lost
you're still a
after
Man
the
United fan.
first one.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, innit? But no, it's cool. I don't think I was listening.
Yeah, that's fine. It's cool. It
I
doesn't
felt
matter.
like you said in a row.
Listen,
I put Pep.
we know how skillful and technical you are. We know what you're about. So don't even
Give him
worry
the
about
give him the ball.
Yeah, give him the ball and let him do his thing.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course. Mons, thank you for coming on,
No
bro.
worries,
We
man.
really
My
appreciate
pleasure.
you,
Thank
bro.
you, my bro.
And I definitely think that you should look into the mentoring side of things. I think just hearing your story, bro, I think you've got a lot that you'll be able to share with the young people. And shout out you for the work that you're doing with the young people in the community, especially those with special neurodiverse needs. That's a special place in my heart. Do you know what I mean? So shout out you. So for anyone listening, if you are struggling, you do know that we have our mental health resources that we have on our webpage. But like Mons was saying, is find that community, man. Find those people that you can talk to. Find those people that can support you when you are going through things. You're never a burden onto anybody. You're never, ever a burden on anybody. And I know I always say this, but I think it's very impactful. We would rather listen to your stories thousands and thousands of times of what you're going through rather than attend your funeral once.
Yep.
And that's what the power of football does. I'm Kerry Phillips.
I'm Miles Weston.
And this is the Set Piece Podcast.
If you've been affected by anything discussed in this episode, we encourage you to seek support. Visit our mental health resources page at www.thesetpiecepodcast.com for help, guidance, and more information. Because when it comes to mental health, every mind deserves extra time.